Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready. Let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show. Hello, folks, and welcome. Hello. Well,
what's on tap for today, Chip?
Cerny, let me check the notes. Oh. It's about mid-season time for baseball. And they
fantasy
have
check-in,
fantasy check-in, all-star check-in, the mid-season classic, as one might call. But first, we have a little business to get out of the way.
We do.
Obviously, you've hopefully seen our awesome new logo from Michael Spiegel Design.
Awesome it is.
Yes, and some merch, and Cerny's going to tell you all about that.
For the merch, chipandcernshow.com/shop, where you can get shirts for $10, hats for $20, and we'll throw some stickers for free.
Oh,
now,
that's
for
nice.
Early adopters, we'll bundle it.
Ooh, a little bundle. So shoot us a message on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media situation that you use, and let us know, hey, I think I might get a hat or I might get a shirt or something, and we'll try to work with you and give you a discount on shipping or throw something in there for you.
Wear it proud.
Yep, that's all we ask. And maybe an iTunes review or share it on Facebook. Tell a couple friends about it at work. Put the sticker on your phone, which apparently is too much to ask for some people.
Some people.
We shall not name names. But all I know is Cern and I have the stickers on our phones.
We're
twinsies.
There's
my water.
Right there.
There
Took
we go.
Took care of you.
Thank you, Cern. I appreciate it. So let's just dive right into this. Should we do fantasy first or actual baseball?
Let's do a fantasy check-in, because we did a fantasy show, crutch.
Yeah,
crutches.
That is true.
We did how we drafted. We did a check-in, I believe, with Dana at one point, right?
Yes, Stat Boy Dana. Now, there's been some big news that's kind of come up in the fantasy world. Now, as you well know, myself, Chipper, has been out of the fantasy loop for a while because of is it shit-talking, or it's just the
competitive
nature of myself?
Combined with shit-talking from a son of a bitch that doesn't listen.
Tony.
Yep.
And actually, Tony's the only problem.
Yeah.
Because Joe and Dana, it's fun. So we're in this 12-team fantasy league, which, if I was a commissioner, it's a little spreads the talent pool a little thin.
Should be 10.
But it's okay. Joe, we won't throw you under the bus today.
Yeah.
But
next time.
Cerny he's had a rough go of it. We'll just say, is that the best way to say it?
It is.
For gopher? For the first
for the first 11 games, 11 weeks, over.
I mean, and now, folks, I'm not doing any better. I'm like, what am I, like 3-8 or something?
4-8.
I'm 4-8 as of this recording. Soon to be 5-8 after pummeling Tony's bitch ass. But
and that's my first victory was against Tony.
So we know that it's nearly impossible to go to winless for the season. And, every couple of weeks it rotates. Cerny's playing either me, Joe, Dana, or Tony.
Yeah.
And we're like, Cern's team's a snake in the grass at this point, and we're just don't get bit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
who's the first one?
So I went through and I beat Cerny. Joe beat him. And here's the Cern's team's making the second time around. Okay, I was able to beat him. Joe beat him. Then he plays Tony. Tony's team.
A great week.
Cerny had a great week, and Tony's team went belly up.
Yeah.
Did he have negative overall points in one day?
Yeah, his pitching.
Or 0? Oh, that's right. He had 4 starters, and starters usually get you anywhere from 5 to 40-something points if you get like a 20K day, like Scherzer. Yes. That was awesome. And Tony had 3 or 4 starters, and they
-7 combined.
Oh my, which is an anomaly. But anyway,
no, that's an anomaly for every other team, but mine.
Now
that is what we call a regular day.
I don't want to go too much Dr. Laura on you, Cerny, but why would you say that your team, my team isn't a scoring powerhouse either. I've tried to make some moves to get some hotter players, but your team consistently seems they're just not performing up to snuff. But you have solid players.
Yeah, see, now even Joe, and they're looking at it, it's like, on paper, my team should be.
Yeah, you should be right in the mix.
There's a bunch of them that are having career lows. McCutcheon, not doing it.
MVP. No, like he's in the top 3 MVP, NL MVP every year. McCutcheon for the past 3 or 4 years.
I don't know what he's batting right now, but for a lion's share, he was batting like 220.
Do you think it's because he cut them dreads? It could be. I mean, Samson. He's like a Samson situation going on.
The source of his power is the dreads.
So, Cerny's team is coming around. We're gonna. I think
they're scoring. Some points. Freddie Freeman.
He's coming around.
Hinton,
good.
Jose Abreu.
I've picked up a couple. Now, me and Cern we're on the bottom. We're the bottom feeders of this league that we're in right now.
We are.
So if I find any sort of piece of fantasy baseball knowledge, I'm like, Cerny, this is just between you and me. We need to
trading.
XYZ player was picked up by 90% of leagues. I'm like, Cern, go get him. He's like, okay, cool. I need to do this. And you made a good blockbuster trade with Joe, was it? Or Dana?
I traded.
Who'd you get for that?
Garrett Cole and Lucroy for
Vogt solid.
And Kluber.
Okay. And as it is with fantasy, I just made some moves. And I was a little passive. I wasn't making any moves. It was like, my team will, just let them get warmed up in the season. They'll be fine. Let them find their way. And it's like, fuck no, you got to drop these bitches and you got to pick up who's hot right then. And
He'll hit his stride. He's got to hit his stride.
Right.
11 weeks in, I was like, fuck it, you're done.
I'm trying to go all Dusty Baker on this and shit. And sure enough, Brian McCann has been just sucking lately for me. For the last, 6 games, he's scored 4 points. He's playing every other day. They take him out versus lefties and all this bullshit. And I'm like, having a 0 from any part of your thing, from not playing, I would rather have them score negative if they were playing, because at least we had a chance of. So I pick up Kurt Suzuki, who's not an amazing hitting catcher, but hey, he plays every day, and he can at least get me a couple points.
Yeah.
Sure enough, the first day I pick him up, I put him in catcher. Brian McCann, your ass is benched. McCann puts up a nice 18 spot for himself. Yeah. 2 bombs, 5 RBIs. Fuck. Now, Cerny. Now, did you... Saunders is a pretty good...
Michael Saunders,
Toronto. Is he a normal starter for your league, your team? And was he in a slump or...
he was day-to-day. On the app, it said he was day-to-day, and he probably wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
So I sat him.
So I've noticed, too, you have to be really diligent about if the games are starting around 1, you got to check it at noon, because they'll say X, like, hey, this person's not playing, it's a wrong matchup for him, and you could switch someone out. Because earlier in the season, I was not maximizing my points because I just would have, so-and-so Rizzo in all the time, even though maybe if he got hit in the head and he's day-to-day or something that he's sitting out, and I could have put someone else in. So Cerny was being very diligent, which you have to be to maximize your points.
So he was day-to-day.
Okay. Bench him.
Probably won't play because it's like a hamstring or something like
that. Right, yeah. And this shit always lingers. The hamstrings always linger.
I said, okay. So I benched him and put in fucking Gaddis or something like that.
Oh.
Then he hits, what was it, 3 homers?
I thought, or did he hit? No, he didn't hit for the cycle.
No.
He had a career day, though.
Yeah. 25 points, I believe it was, sitting on my bench.
And then Dana texts out, he goes, whoever has Saunders is like in luck right now. He's crushing it.
Yeah.
And everyone rushes to their thing.
I said, I have Saunders, and I was sitting there thinking God, please.
Sure enough, Cerny, the text back, fuck, I had him benched. Those fuckers at Yahoo told me that he was day-to-day. And obviously, everyone piled on because it's hilarious because it didn't happen to us. So it was just funny that Cerny squandered this opportunity. He hasn't hard enough time scoring points as it is.
And
trying to win that he is shooting himself in the foot, so to speak. Now, if you're anything like me, now I won't have Brian McCann not start because I missed out on those points. Now,
Yeah. Yep.
the Jays and whomever were in a 15-16 inning...
Indians?
Indians, 15-16 inning marathon. And I saw this little note come up. Someone's shooting for the old titanium sombrero. 6 strikeouts in one game. I'm like, whom could this be? I look into it.
Michael Saunders.
Mr. Saunders. And I text Ernie. I said, please tell me Saunders is starting for you right now.
Of course.
Of course. How many negative... I mean, the way that our fantasy league works, and it's different for everyone, a hit gets you +2 and a strikeout gets you -1. So if you have an 0 for 4 day and you have an error in the field, you can get -6 points from one of your hitters. So
Which has happened.
yeah, this definitely has happened. So Saunders got you what was the final?
I think it was actually a -4 because he had 1 walk.
Okay. So the walk saved you. Or he would have been -8 or
Fine,
something.
fine,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's just hilarity. So we would like you to send in your fantasy mishaps. This doesn't have to be just fantasy baseball, but football where you thought that, Beast Mode was going to be on the bench. So you put him on the bench and, he scores rushes for 3 TDs or whatever the situation is.
The backup gets hurt, so he has to go in as a career day.
Yeah. And he just, So chipandcernshow@gmail.
Now, are you going to do any fantasy football?
Now
It's actually easier than baseball because you said it once
for the week.
for the week.
I might. And I've been kind of getting more into football in the past years.
Yeah.
I do like the head-to-head, like really basic, $10 on the week, and the Ravens versus the Patriots. Okay, the Ravens are going to win.
Oh, you're talking
There's
about
no
picks.
spreads. There's nothing. It's like head-to-head, who's going to win, and whoever scores the most points.
Football pools.
Yeah, whoever gets the most
Yeah.
points gets $200 that week. And for some reason, my fucking wife crushes this because she's like, "Oh, yeah, Patriot would totally beat up a Raven." I'm like, this isn't. Oh, Tom Brady, he's cute. I think he's better than Flacco. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So
Ooh,
people,
Carson Palmer.
yeah.
Ooh.
So Dream Bengal, they're ferocious. So I might do that football, and then you just pick one defense, right?
Yeah, one defense.
So you have the Seahawks or the
I had
Niners or
Seahawks
whatever.
defense.
Okay.
Last.
Oof. Oh, defense is good. O-line, fucking garbage.
Also had Russell Wilson.
Okay,
So
that's good. But he's getting beat up.
He's getting
Anyway,
his ass-
football. Hold on,
Sorry.
sorry. Okay. I might do fantasy.
Okay.
Tweet us at Chip and Cern Show. Find us on Facebook, Chip and Cern Show, or anything, and let us know your fantasy.
Show at Gmail.
Yes, sir. Let us know your fantasy, not your sexual fantasies, but your fantasy mishaps or flubs or great. Do you have a Cerny in your league that can't win to fucking save his life, and then he beats one of your friends, and then it's a great story. And
And you're glad it's not you.
yeah, and no, you're totally glad it's not you, and then you can't wait till next time you hang out with your friend, which everyone's excited to see Tony, so we can bust his balls because he got Chip and Cern showed.
Yep.
Cerny beat him. The next week he played me, and I mean, my record's like way worse than Tony's, and I whooped up on him as well.
Let me just do a quick stat check.
So, okay.
Tony is 6 and
He's
6.
in 6, and I'm 4 and 8. Now, soon to be 5 and 8, and he'll be 6 and 7. So
He was
I put him
6
under.
and 5 when he faced the 0-11 Cerns.
Now, actually, this brings me to your team name
Yes.
is Anal Symphony. It sounds like maybe a mid-90s rock song, but why?
When I first started playing fantasy, that was assigned to me because I was a rookie.
Oh,
We
this is
played in
like
the big boy league,
okay,
remember?
yeah.
And I think that year I went and lost the championship
Okay.
because CC Sabathia,
When he was good?
when he
And
was
fat?
good, and he was on my team, and he was rolling. Remember where he was just dealing?
Yeah.
The very last game to get into I believe it was the playoffs. He choked it
Ugh.
and choked it for me. But I did so well, it rolled over, And I did well again. So I just adopted it as that's my name.
It happens I remember.
This is actually the first year. Last year I believe I lost to fucking Tony in the championship.
Really?
Or semi.
So this year is an anomaly that you're not doing
is.
as well as you want.
It is.
Now this happens a lot. I remember in Little League, I'd always try to get number 10 for Chipper Jones, and well, that someone took that already. Here's 13. I'm like, okay, and I have a good season. I'm like, I'll just take this number now, this sort of superstition type thing. So that sounds like what it is.
Baseball's all superstition.
Totally. So that brings us to the All-Star game, which is July 12th. I guess we should release this before that.
Yeah.
It's in San Diego, and fan voting for this, which starts it started months ago,
wasn't it?
And you're like, hold on, there's still have 2 months of gameplay left, and you're gonna fucking vote in someone that's thing. So here is a list that Cerny and I will go through for the whole league. Some of this will go through faster than others, but position by position, who will start and who should start. This is from the San Diego Tribune. So fuck them. It's not MLB.com.
Yeah.
But do you think that the fan...
Fuck you, Tribune.
Do you think it starts too early, the voting?
Yeah, because there's some still figuring it out. There could be even injuries that the guys haven't really played yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Or we'll get hurt.
The fan voting is good.
It's kind of...
But it's like...
The Royals, that whole Royal thing last year where they voted the whole
a team will really rally behind, which is fine, and it usually happens good for the Giants. Everyone kind of rallies behind them, and it's vote in everyone and all this stuff, right? It's okay. But, in actuality, the Braves should probably not have 4 people, in the works for it, or they're just not very good. So, anyway, without further ado, should we start AL or NL? And then you can hit your point. We'll start AL.
Cities like Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lot to do there?
No.
They did a lot of voting.
They're just on there tweeting all the time. Just, okay, voted. Salvador Perez. Got it.
I get 35.
Mukakis.
I'll just do it 35 and I'll switch up my email.
Yeah.
And do it 35.
They got nothing to do because their factory is shut down. I think. Kansas City, I don't know what the fuck happens over there. Speaking of the Royals, who will start for the AL? As of right now, it's going to be Perez, and I think definitely that's deserved.
He is good.
First base, Royals again. Hosmer. Now we're talking Chris Davis of the Orioles is on a fucking tear, and he deserves to start for sure. Mike Napoli of the Indians and also Cabrera of the Tigers. These are all good people.
And we got Hosmer leading the pack. I don't think so.
Right, yeah. So but he's, winning a lot of the voting because in Baltimore, I don't know, they're doing other things besides
eating crab or some shit.
Yeah, who knows. Now, Altuve from the Astros is the second baseman.
He is good. He deserves it.
But there's Cano. So Altuve, though, has the 21 stolen bases, which is third in the majors right now.
Okay.
But, Cano's kind of the staple for the AL second baseman, I would say, right?
Now, as you know, he was my boy in fantasy he was my rock for when he was with the Yankees.
Yeah, he saw it.
I dropped him, didn't want anything to do with him when he went to Seattle.
Oh.
The short porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
In the Yankee
Stadium. That's true. That is true. Now, why did I go third base in it? Anyway, third base Manny Machado from the Orioles. Obviously, that's pretty good. So the AL seems to have it locked down a little better. Shortstop Xander Bogaerts, I think. Bogaerts, yeah.
For the Boston.
Wow, he has 1 million vote lead over Escobar of the Royals. So, Escobar is not even, Outfield, Trout, Trumbo, and Bradley Jr.
Okay.
It kind of makes sense to me. Trout's been bossing it lately.
Yeah.
Another Angel who I'm thinking of now is maybe he's on my fantasy team. Calhoun has been doing pretty well as well on the Angels. What other American League? Beltran has been having a good season on the Yankees for an older guy.
Yeah. I don't know. The outfield is...
Yeah, and they vote in like 6 or a bunch of them, right? Let me
surprised Lorenzo Cain or anything like that isn't.
Oh yeah, actually voting ended for the All-Star thing, so that's fine. Okay, I'm trying to look up like.
Do you think Michael Saunders is going to be on that?
No, I mean if you could vote after that one game, surely. So now we're moving to the National League,
but not his curtain call game.
No, still titanium sombreros. Now we're going to the National League. The catcher who will start is Posey, and I think that's rightfully deserving.
Yes.
I mean, Posey is the best. He's a premier catcher, and I think at the MLB at this point. This slapdick of a fucking newspaper says Wilson Ramos of the Nationals should start. He is leading in nearly all offensive categories, so maybe I'm the slapdick.
Yeah.
But as far as fan favorite, I think Posey for sure.
Yeah. What was he, the face of baseball? Whatever they...
Oh, yeah, and he's and he's just like an all-around good guy. First base, I think this is pretty obvious that Rizzo will do well. I think he is the leading vote getter for the NL.
Yeah, he's pretty stud.
Now,
hold on.
Yes.
The Cubs and their fans are exactly what the Royal fans are.
They're the National League Royals.
Now, I know in Chicago there may be a little more to do than in Kansas City. The fans, the Cub fans.
Passionate.
They are.
Very passionate and very much behind their players, and that, I guess they don't care about the fucking White Sox because we didn't read one White Sox. Sale will be the one White Sox representative.
Okay.
I would think. What do you think about the one representative per team rule that they have?
I don't know.
You kind of have.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. The fairness thing that you want to say, and like, oh, it's the All-Star game, it should be representational of everything. But hey, this also decides home field advantage, and by having someone on the Braves there, and you're taking away something, the player that could have actually contributed, because you have to have, Joe Schmo from the Braves in who
should be Freddie Freeman,
right? So you can't have it count for reals, and then have it be all fair and square. It's for the fans and all this stuff, right? So it's interesting. Second base, if Daniel Murphy doesn't make it, I don't know, something is wrong, because he's
on fire.
He has been crushing it, and he was like nearing 400 batting average for the first couple months of the season. He's batting like above 350 right now, over 55 ribbies and 14, 15, 16 home runs. So those from a second baseman, that's crazy.
That's huge.
That's steroid era stats. Oh. Now, probably who will start is going to be Zobrist from the Cubs, because, the overzealous Cubs fans.
Exactly.
Now, who do we have at second? Panic. Oh, he's kind of injured for now. When I say we, I mean the Giants. Third base.
The royal we.
The third base, Chris Bryant, another Cub. Obviously, he's doing fairly well this season. I can't think of anyone. Pablo Sandoval? No. I don't know who.
He's breaking belts.
Yeah, he is busting belts and tipping scales. No one else in the NL third base?
Not the one that stands out that comes to mind.
Who's my third baseman right now? Seager. Who's the Dodgers?
Seager?
Yeah, the one that's in the AL, so that doesn't count. I can't really think of anyone offhand.
Oh, I have the Phillies guy. Mikael Franco, or whatever the hell you're his name.
So, yeah.
He's doing all right.
Speaking of Seager, he probably will be starting at shortstop.
Corey, his brother.
His brother. I'll just repeat what Cerny says. And Addison Russell potentially could be up there.
Another.
But you know what's fucking annoying is when you turn the game on, and it's on Fox as it is every year, and Joe Buck's there. clucking Joe Buck off. Fuck off, Joe Bug off. And you turn it on and they're like starting at third base, and the whole infield or the right side of the infield and the outfield is the Cubs or the name your team, even if it was the Giants. It's like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Come on. It's kind of annoying. So Addison Russell is on my fantasy team. So
how's he doing for you?
He's doing pretty well. I think he's kind of cooled off a little bit. So I've mixing him up with a couple other shortstops, second baseman. I have a couple utility type players.
Fantasy, I think shortstop's pretty tough to get, unless you have Tulowitzki and he stays healthy.
Well, that's impossible.
I mean, he's half a season Tulowitzki for a reason. But.
Yeah. So I have Iglesias from the Tigers, and I'll platoon him with Russell, like mix it up at shortstop, utility, second base, because they can all kind of play those.
I think I have Elvis Andrews, and I rotate him with Jose Ramirez.
Okay. Elvis Andrews is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I have Kyle Seager on my squad. So outfield for the NL is pretty packed. Harper, Cespedes, Dexter Fowler. Now
Adam Duvall
should start.
But Giants.
Dexter Fowler is going to probably get more votes. Do the Giants have Duvall?
They traded him for what's his face? Leak.
We had Leak too. That would have been nice. I picked him a late season pickup. Really? Damn, that would have been.
I remember watching him in AAA. He was a bum. I don't know. Figured it out. So, Hunter Pence would be in the mix for the outfielders, but he's out, and I definitely think he probably would have been in the mix with his batting average and the stats that he had going before he legitimately separated his hamstring from his whatever hamstring bone. Ultra painful.
That would tickle, I would think. Goldschmidt is not going to make it over Rizzo. Do you think?
I think Rizzo's having a better year.
I'm looking. Now, this is just fantasy stats.
Okay.
So fantasy points based on how we are scoring. The top 5.
That is scientific.
This is scientific as fuck. Trout but has 60 points more than the next person, who is Goldschmidt. Harper's third. Donaldson fourth. Cabrera. And yeah, Rizzo's like top 10, top 12, but Chris Bryant actually has more.
Harper has a lot.
Well, hold on here.
All his walks?
Hold on. I had the wrong filter sorting.
Oh.
Come on, Chipper, you slapdick. Jose
Altuve
has the... Well, yeah, we'll fix this up. He has the most points. Then Donaldson, Mookie Betts.
What?
And Nolan Arenado, of third baseman for the Rockies.
Nolan Arenado.
I can't read. Actually, my glasses are right here, and I need them probably. So Rizzo is definitely top 10 in the fantasy points right now. And everyone else that we pretty... Fucking Daniel Murphy. God damn.
I passed him up in the draft, too. I was like, this guy, fuck this.
Because one thing for fantasy that I'm always a little wary of is pitchers changing leagues. I don't care if they change teams within the same league, but if they're going from NL to AL, it's totally different, or vice versa. And hitters changing teams.
And I get myself in trouble. I usually think like, he's going to Cincinnati, the pitcher. Even if he's in the NL.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going from San Francisco to Cincinnati.
Different
Cincinnati
ballpark.
Fucking launching pad.
Yeah, they were one of the first ballparks to make, like, the legit. Maybe they thought Griffey Jr. was still going to.
He's going to Colorado.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, anyone, hitters going to the Rockies moves up.
Yep.
Pitchers going to the Rockies
goes down.
Moves down like many rounds. So if you have any fantasy, wins for your thing, or maybe we'll do a All-Star break recap. But do you even vote for the All-Star, Cerny? Do you even get in? I don't either.
I have better things to do.
I'm like, and then they'll look like, oh, Buster Posey has a 250,000 vote lead over whoever, and I'm like, nah.
Okay.
I'm not going to waste my time. If it was like, he needs 10 votes, I would be like, okay, I'll go. I'll fucking fire up my Twitter account and vote for him, or however you vote these days. Wish they should do the presidents.
Oh.
With your phone. That would be
interesting.
That would be interesting, to say the least. Anyway, another baseball episode. Come to a close.
We had to go to a crutch.
Yes, we did. Now, again, thank you for the great logo, Michael Spiegel. You can find his work at michaelspiegel.design. That's his website. You can see his whole portfolio, product design, website design,
Good stuff.
Logo design here. Cerny, if I want to start repping Chip and Cern Show at school, college, work, on the weekends, where would I get a shirt and a hat for myself?
chipandcernshow.com/shop.
Makes sense.
Shirts,
Shop.
hats, throw some stickers.
Yep.
We also have Twitter, Facebook. If you want to email us something, I believe it's chipandcernshow@gmail.com.
Very good.
Yep.
And Cerny, we never email ourselves, which is good.
Which is good.
Yeah, so shoot us an email, tweet, Facebook message. If you don't want to post on our wall, or you can send us a private message and just say, like we said, if you're an early adopter for some of our merch, we'll hook it up. We'll kind of give you a little deal or something. We'll take good care of you for being
if you're not
a
quite
loyal
a
listener.
baseball fan,
Yeah.
and you want to get somebody hooked,
Oh.
or maybe you are a baseball fan, but your friend is not a baseball fan, we have some hits out.
Very good, Cerny.
Self-proclaimed hits.
Yeah. So Cerny and I took a little summer vacation of sorts, and we compiled some hits episodes. So it's from our first, and this is kind of a celebratory for, we've completed 25 episodes, which actually is not bad. Cerny,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Oh, good shit.
And so we're kind of piling together, okay, here's the first 5. We throw, some of our favorite bits and stories and guests that we've had on since then. And so we'll keep having these on, and we'll sporadically pop them up. But like Cerny mentioned, if someone's asking about a good podcast, or you kind of don't know where to send them to the hits episodes. They're clearly labeled in iTunes and on our site. And there's a whole, if you go on the site, chipandcernshow.com,
It's a menu.
episodes, it'll say the hits, and you can click it, and it'll say, like, here's the 6 shows that I included. And if you're really intuitive, you just click that link, and it will take you to listen to that show. So if you're like, wow, the one of Cern's Misspent Youth, which is one of our, I never had so many legit belly laughs for Cern's birthday show that we did with Joe and Dana when they came over. And like the whole time we were just laughing, and that's a great episode to listen to if you are into like war stories sort of summers and misspent youth from high school and college years. That's a great one. But yes, Cerny, the hits are a great place to introduce someone to the Chip and Cern Show. And if you want to be a soldier and say, hey, I have some friends that might be interested, or I do at work, sort of, send me a couple extra stickers. We'll put a few extra stickers in there. You can pass them out to your friends. And like we said, early adopters, we will... Blue chip. We will give you some... Just let us know. Let us know. I'm going to buy a hat. Maybe 5 stickers, maybe a free T-shirt. You never know. I'm not saying no promises, but reach out and we'll see what we can do.
We can haggle.
We can haggle. We can work with you. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for listening. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.